Well, I think with technology, it helped form community. I think it just gave people more tools to help form the community. What I've noticed, if we look at it from a business perspective, when a business is trying to build a a groundswell around a brand, or sometimes they focus on these campaigns and they're trying to get people to have buy-in, but the church doesn't have to do that. People are already bought into the gospel. The people are already supporting the church. We're just giving them better tools to form that community around the church. That's one of the main aspects of internet church, is building communities that can connect online and feel like they're a part of the local church, whichever church has this internet church campus. And so I believe that the church technology is giving people the tools to connect much more often. Now the question is, are those connections deeper? They can be, but technology is giving you the tools to do it, but not necessarily making you do it or not do it. It's just giving you the conduit to make those connections happen. So I think technology, again, is providing us with tools that are helping us form greater communities, reach out to people and commune with people that we probably would not have met, because I can commune with people that are all across the country that I may never see, or all across the world, around the world, that I may never see, but I can connect with them via digital media or social media channels and stuff like that. And I think that helps me relate to them and talk about their life experiences and my life experiences, and relate that to our spiritual experiences. Now, on the flip side of that coin is how can technology be used to break down communities? Well, the same tools that can be used for good can be used for bad. So if I have a sincere desire to break down the community, break down the unity, and take my dislike of a ministry or the gospel, or and use it in a manipulative manner, I now have the tools to manipulate people. And I think that's one of the drawbacks of the digital tools that we have. People have to be much more cognizant of how thorough is the message, and how thorough is the messenger. So, and that type of stuff just have people much more aware. But the benefit of that is technology gives us access to so much information. That's the premise of the internet: access to information. It's much more effective than the TV and the radio and the printing press and so on and so forth. So it gives us access to information so much faster. So it helps us to make sure that the authenticity and the validity of the information and the message that people are bringing to us is actually valid and real. In my experiences, church was where I went to look for healing, where I looked for salvation, where I went to look for community, interaction, encouragement, and the things that I looked for at the time of my life when I opened myself up to church. Now the question is, can those things be given to me online? So if somebody tells me that I need to read Romans 10:9 to be saved, if they tell me that in person, can they tell me that online? If they can tell me that online, then how does that not make it church? Because I was able to receive my salvation through the guidance of somebody. Just because it wasn't face to face, does that mean that I'm not saved? So that's the type of things we have to look at. Is can you receive the things that you receive? Can you get the things you get in church online? Now, if we get down to can you be baptized online, or can I lay hands online, well, then that's a different conversation, and that's probably not the things that can happen online. But for all intents and purposes, when we look at can church happen online, and can we impact lives and save people and proclaim the gospel online, I genuinely believe we can. I just think that where church happens from a theological perspective is going to continue to be debated as more ways come available that church can occur. If we look at, I'm thinking back in the Bible when they were talking about church happened in the upper room and stuff like that. Well, once you left out of a room, does that mean you could not have church unless you're in a room, and an upper room? So when you start, and then can church happen in a mega church? You know, churches were smaller before, so when the mega church came on the scene, could church happen in a mega church because the building was so much larger and people were getting lost in there? So was that, so it's just that where church happens, I think is the question that's going to continue to be debated. And because we have internet church and methods and technologies to use to reach people online with the gospel, I think wherever we can reach them with the gospel, however we can reach them with the gospel, yeah, that becomes church. So basically, church without walls.